um, as you're hearing it and you're like, wait a minute. So I definitely get it. I definitely get why all the people are kind of like, hold up. But I'm gonna come at this from devil's advocate from both ways. First let me finish the rest of the article. So the rest of the article says, to be clear, and again, this is from the Hollywood Gossip. To be clear, Millie is in no way at fault here. We imagine most 14-year-olds would leap at the chance to befriend one of their favorite recording artists. It's Drake, and to a slightly lesser extent, Millie's parents, who are deserving of the hard side eye here. In order to understand how creepy this is, you need only to strip Drizzy of his celebrity status and re-examine the situation as if he were just some dude. If you knew nothing about Drake other than the fact that he's a 31-year-old man who is in the habit of routinely texting a 14-year-old girl and telling her how much he misses her, whatever shred of sympathy you might have had for the rap world answer. Hold on. Whatever shred of sympathy you might have had for the rap world's answer to Humbert would likely go right out of the window. I don't know who Humbert is. Like most celebrities, he gets a pass on certain actions that would get him rightly shunned from civilian society. Unfortunately, in 2018, powerful men no longer get away with every kind of questionable behavior. We're not saying Drake is as bad as the worst of the Me Too offenders, but his image as the non-threatening nice guy of hip-hop world has taken quite a few bumps in recent months. As you may recall, the summer of 2018 began with the revelation that Drake has a secret son. I didn't know about this. I'm gonna check this out after that as well. With whom he's barely had any contact. Drake attempted a lame explanation as to why he's been hiding his son from the world. He was actually hiding the world from his son. The rapper explained in full earnest Drizzy mode, but for the most part, the public wasn't buying his victim routine. Shortly thereafter, we learned that Drake was dating an 18-year-old fan and aspiring model. Again, not illegal, but not the sort of thing that inspires much faith in the man's character. And then you got a quote. This is a quote from Millie Bobby Brown's Instagram. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, I'll leave it up there for a quick second. Let's go. I'll read it, and then I'll read it out. Okay. Why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? You guys are weird. For real. I'm lucky to have people in the business extend their time to help me further my career and offer their wisdom and guidance. I'm very blessed to have amazing people in my life. You don't get to choose that for me. It's nice to have people understand what I do. Now get back to talking about real problems in this world other than friendships. Jeez, and for peace. Now we have Drake's relationship with Millie. Again, it's possible that the rapper entered this situation with the best of intentions, but to say he's handling it poorly at this point would be a massive understatement. The awkwardness of how this is all playing out. On social media, Brown has attempted to defuse. What the heck? Oh. On social media, Brown has attempted to defuse the situation, see above, while Drake has kept mum. I guess he means they saying Drake is being hush hush about the situation. We can only hope dude is quietly extracting himself from the situation and gently explaining to Millie his reasons for doing so. You've had a very rough year, Drizzy. Time to start earning some redemption. And that was the rest of the post right there. So let me start off by saying this. I do agree that Millie it definitely doesn't have any to blame here, because she's a young woman. She's just learning about the world. She's learning about life. And that's not to say that when you get older you're not still learning about life and yourself and things of that nature. you know, we all keep learning, you know, because if we're not all learning, then what's the point of being here, right? So with that said, she's very, very new to the world, and she's just trying to take everything as it goes, you know, on top of being, you know, a superstar actor, you know what I'm saying, a big actress, excuse me. You know, there's a lot of pressure on her, so I could understand why, if a guiding factor, a mentor comes in and says the right thing and is looking to help you, why she would gravitate to that. Because she's like, you know, oh, you know, this is Drizzy, you know, he's been in the game, he was an actor like me, you know, why wouldn't I? You know, so I get that. I definitely get that, and I definitely get what they're saying. And I definitely agree that there's some fault on Drake and there's some fault on the parents. Well, I would say, if anything, is a lot more to blame from the parent side of you, if there's anything to blame. Now, but this is why I say that. Okay, with this new Me Too movement, it's probably going to be a little controversial that I say this, but you have to understand that the dynamics of relationship and being with women, men and women, is changing drastically. There's a lot of women nowadays that are not being the rocks for men like they used to be, and they don't know how to defer to their man. You know, they're not looking for, you know, relationships. You know, they're looking for relationships at the end of their you know, reproductive cycles. You know, and for a man, especially a man in a power position like Drake, he probably doesn't want that. So in that extent, I could see why he's doing, if he is doing, we don't know, this is all speculation, but I could see why he's doing what he's doing. You know, it's not like he wasn't with women his age. You know, he was, you know, with women like Rihanna and things of that nature, and you know, they all ended. And why is that? You know, because they're not interested in the old, I would say the old school dynamic between a man and a woman. You know, they want to be the boss, they want to do what they do, they want to go out and, you know what I'm saying, be with whoever they want to be with, for as, you know, as long as they can, and you know, do what you got to do. You know, women should have the right to do what they want to do, but you also got to understand, why you doing what you got to do, men got to do what they got to do. Now, is it right? It depends on what you consider what is right? So now let me get into the parent situation. Now, I have a daughter, so everything that happens to her that she does wrong is my fault. That's first and foremost. Until she's out of here, until she's an adult, you know what I'm saying, until she's not under my roof anymore, everything that she does is my fault, and it reflects poorly on me. That's first of all. So I say the same thing about any parent, especially Millie Bobby Brown's. That's the first thing. Secondly, it's what they are going to do and say to her to make sure that she is as safe as possible. Because at the end of the day, you all know, we've all been kids, we've all been children. If we're gonna do something, we're gonna do it. So the only thing, like, you know, you can't really just jump on top of the parents like, oh, you are, you know, like shitty people. You do one or two things. This is what if it was me in the situation and my daughter was, you know, in regular contact with an very older man, I'd let him know, listen, I'm around, you know, make sure nothing don't happen here. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't stop it. The more you try to put a clamp down on it, it's gonna happen anyway. But just make sure you listen. I'm here, and I'm going to be here. You know, I'm gonna be around. You got to make sure that your presence is known to make sure that nothing doesn't happen. And you educate your kid, and you got to educate your kid to the best of your ability on the dangers out here, on the possibilities out here, but first and foremost, that you always got their back. You know what I'm saying? So to say that it's their fault is kind of unfair, because you got to understand there's a whole lot more factors going on here. You know, a lot of this Me Too movement is like I said again, it shifted the dynamic of relationship between men and women. So when you really look at how many women are getting married now, men and women, how many women get married, how much trouble men are getting into nowadays when it comes to child support and things of that nature. Women nowadays not wanting to have kids until they're in their 30s or late 30s, and then questioning why they don't have a man and stuff like that. It's a lot of different factors going into if Drake is courting her, and if Drake is trying to mold her into the woman he's trying to be. You gotta see it from all sides first, because now another thing is you also got to think about, remember, it's the sign, this is the sign of the times, right? Because if this was in a different era or a different time period, there wouldn't be anything wrong with this. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's just different times that we're in, that things are different. Because you also got to remember something. Now, of course, we got to abide by societal rules, right? So, but as long as he's abiding by societal rules, and if she becomes an adult, because I don't really ever know what that means, you know what I'm saying? Everybody becomes adult at different stages in age, but by law, when she becomes of age, and if something happens, I mean, what can you do? All you can do is give, from the parent side of you, give Millie Bobby Brown the tools that she's gonna do the best that she can out here in this world by herself, which that's all any parent can do, because at some point in time they're gonna either sink or swim. You can't coddle them forever. So we don't know what the parents are telling her. We don't know what the parents, if they contacted him. We don't know all of this stuff. There's a lot of outside factors in here before we start condemning people. So parents' job to give the kid as much knowledge and defense out here in this world so they can succeed out here. Understanding if Drake is doing what he's doing, why is he doing it? Because obviously he's not in a relationship yet. Obviously he's not married yet, and there's a lot of factors could be to why that is. A lot, some of it gotta be this. I know there's some of this is his Me Too movement. Another could be, him, being Drake, he probably is sought after. But after a certain point, you could definitely tell that he's looking for someone to settle down with. You know what I'm saying? He's in his 30s. He's making a lot of money. I think he's thinking about legacy, but he's thinking about it in the sense that, who am I going to sit down and have this legacy with? Now, if he, like I said again, if he's doing what he is doing and courting her and molding her so that when she becomes of age, he could get in there, you got to understand why he's doing that. Not saying that is right, not saying that is wrong, but you got to understand what's going on. Millie Bobby Brown, again, yes, she's not at fault at all. She is doing what any kid would do, trying to accept knowledge and guidance from anyone that's willing to do it. And there's a certain authority that comes behind someone with age. When you have age behind them, a younger person is going to say, well, he got to know what he's talking about. He's been there, and especially, Drake was a young actor, young artist, and he's been in the game for a while, so you could definitely understand that. But it's not just, let's not just all of a sudden condemn everybody. It's all negative, this, that, and the third. There's a lot more to it than that. And this Me Too movement is you're gonna see a lot of changes. You're gonna see a lot of maybe quote unquote weird things going on, but it's just the sign of change. That's what happens. Everybody's trying to, if you will, scramble to figure out their place in this new Me Too movement. And everything may not be right, by societal standards, but I will say that, like I said, if this was a different time, this wouldn't have been an issue. You know what I'm saying? This has happened before, and like we all know, history history repeats itself in some way, some form or fashion. Maybe this Me Too movement is starting to see now certain traditional or certain old values starting to resurface again. Because me personally, as a man, that I'm in my early 30s, and I see a lot of these women out here with no kids, no prospects, no boyfriends and stuff. It always makes me wonder, like, okay, but so when do you think you're gonna have kids? You know, and I hear a lot of these women, you know, and granted, again, playing devil's advocate, there's a lot of medical technology that, you know, helps older women get pregnant and have kids at an older age, but it's still with the risk. You know, when you know, the best time for a woman to have kids is in her 20s. You know, so you tell me, you know, when women are in their 20s and they just going crazy, they're, you know, bar hopping, and they're, you know, jumping from man to man, and you know what that means if you're jumping from man to man, you know, and then you get into your 30s, you know, you're turning like 33 and stuff, and then these women don't got no kids, no husband prospects, no none of that, and then they're like, oh, I'm looking for a man. And men look for, I mean, I know a majority of men are looking for women that they can sit down and have children with. Like that's one big deal for us. You know, we look at hips, you know, we're like, yo, you know, all right, and we want to, you know, I would say the majority of us will want kids. And if you in your 30s, you know, getting into your 30s, you know, early 30s, mid 30s, we like like, hello. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very interesting dynamic, this Me Too movement. You know, again, see, the only, not the problem, but the only I guess qualm I have with the movement is that a lot of women, especially young women, are just gravitating to it and then just taking it as the gospel. And I think that that's always a bad approach to things, because you could tell so many women, like I'll talk to women at bars and stuff like that, and I could count, like I can't even count on my fingers how many women just spit what they hear word for word, verbatim, of what something that they heard on the news, or a powerful woman, a Me Too woman, and they just spitting exactly what they say. And I'm looking at them like, do you have any, you know, like, do you have anything that you feel like is this exactly what you're saying, or is this because you heard it? Because I mean, yo, you hear them spitting Hillary Clinton quotes, and you know, quotes from these powerful women, and I'm just sitting there like, wow, like this is another form of brainwashing. It's crazy. And you know, like, again, I'm not saying that it's all women. I'm saying a lot of the women that I've spoken to that are at the 30s area, and I hear them talking, you know, this is what they're saying, you know. And it's a lot of women that are in their mid 30s, you know, going into their late 30s, that don't have any kids, or, you know, any man, and then, you know, they're spitting all this about, you know, the typical, you know, women's rights type of thing that they're hearing from the news. And then they're like, they say at the same time, oh man, you know, I never having any kids, I wish I had kids, you know, blah blah blah. And you're saying in your head, like, you want to know why you don't have any kids? It's because you're just spitting everything that you're hearing from these women that are, you know, leading this Me Too movement. And what they don't understand is the dynamic is different between a lot of these leaders, these women leaders. They have resources, a lot more resources than a lot of these other women don't have. You know, you want to, you know, talk about the you know, these women like Scarlett Johansson and, you know, stuff like that are leading these movements. They have resources. You know, Hillary Clinton, they have resources, they could do that. You know, but Hillary Clinton can say all of that, and she's still with her husband Bill Clinton, you know, after all the stuff that he did, and she's still with him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to look in the inside. You know, you got to look at all the factors. You know, have your own mind. You know, if the Me Too movement is a very liberal movement, check a very, very conservative movement. see the dynamic, you know, and then make your own, you know, assessment on what's going on and how you fit in that in the world, you know. I hate when a lot of people, you know, just spit stuff verbatim, and you know, it seems like they just been brainwashed, and this is crazy because I'm like, you know, a lot of these things that these people can do, you can't do. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait, you know, to have kids until you're in your late 30s because you probably don't have the money for the medical care to get pregnant. So you're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, run out with all these dudes and not have no kids, and then worry about having kids when you're in your late 30s. And first of all, like I said, it's a risk. And you probably won't have the money to, you know, get the treatment to help you be more fertile. So why are you listening to people that are not in the same situation as you? Understand it, definitely understand it, and you know, if it feels right to you in your heart, then go for it. You know, but be educated on a lot of the sides before you pick a side and start spitting things verbatim, like, you know, because, you know, have your own mind, have your own opinion. And you know, that's why I hate the mainstream media to an extent, because, you know, they don't give these two sides, you know, of the story. You know, like for instance in this Drake situation, you know, nobody's talking about that. You know, nobody's talking about the outside influences. It's to why, if Drake is even courting her, why he's courting her. You know, nobody's talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Condemning the parents when they don't even know what the parents are doing. You know, how would they know if they're not spreading her, giving her knowledge and talk to Drake and say, watch out, you know, make sure you don't such and such to my daughter. They don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But yet they're real quick to condemn. Oh man, everybody's, you know, like I said in the beginning, it definitely sounds a little bit weird when you hear it right off the bat. You know, if you guys want to hear it again, I'll play it again. The interview with her on the red carpet, with Millie Bobby Brown on the red carpet. But come on, guys, like, state all the facts before you start to condemn. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot more. It's a lot more to it than just that. If that's the case, you know. Now, a whole Harvey Weinstein and all that stuff, like, that's a little bit different. Like, if you sexually assault someone, that there's no, you know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You know, you know, a lot of people want to reference him and, you know, all the stuff. That's sexual assault. That's different. You know what I'm saying? He was a man in a position of power that sexually assaulted people. But at the end of the day, a lot of these people, you know, that's why I encourage a lot of people to tell their stories. You know, I know it's hard. I know it's very, very hard. And you know, you're ready when you're ready. But you know, it's very important to tell your stories, because there's other people that's going through the same thing as could be going through the same thing as you. You know, for instance, I know a woman that's that was abused, you know, in her relationship. Actually, two women, now I think about it. And you know, I said, you know, you could help people. You know, there's a lot of people that are in the same situation as you, or trying to leave the same situation that you were in. You know, and you could speak to these women because you were there. You know, you know what it's about. And you know, she's like, oh, you know, I'm not ready, and I get it. You know, I get it. You know, you're ready when you're ready. You don't know until you know. You know, it's like a lightning bulb that you know, pops in your head, and you're like, oh man, you know, I gotta do this. You know, I don't hold it against women that or people that go through some type of trauma and can't speak on it. You know, because it's not my truth. I don't know it. You know, I wasn't there. You know, I can only advise. You know, and I can and I see why and give my advice on what, you know, because any negative outcome can have also a positive one. You know, you can help so many people with the knowledge that you've gained by going through some real traumas. You know, if you just spoke up, you know, if you tried. Like I said, I see it from both sides, and I'm not condemning those people that don't do it. You know, I know it's hard. I know, like I said, I know people, you know, that's gone through certain traumas, and it's still to this day, you know, maybe 10 years removed, still can't talk about it. So I get it. You know, I just wish there was something that we could do, or more avenues that we had as a people that encourage that, so that, you know, we can help each other. Because, you know, holding it to yourself is not going to do anything, right? Because you're going to just stay in the same position, you know. But talking about it, you know, interacting with people, helping people, you know, one of the greatest gifts in the world are people that are willing to help others, you know, that do things for others without anything in return. Like, they just, yo, I got you. If I can have you, I have you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell a lot of people, you know, I may not have as much when it comes to finances and resources, but in whatever way I can help you, I'm gonna help you. You know, it's nothing. Like, for instance, doing this, I've met a lot of people via Instagram, Twitter, you know, interviewing people, and whenever they throw a post up, yo, it's nothing, boom, repost it. Like, that's effortless. You know what I'm saying? You know, people that need advice when it comes to training, martial arts training, fitness training, yo, it's nothing. You ask me a question, I got you. If I have it, or if I have the knowledge, I got you. You know, those are little things that can mean a lot to someone else, but that's little for me, that I could just do because I have the if I have the resources, I'm gonna do it, and it feels so good, man. You know, what's the sense in hoarding knowledge? You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is like, when I talk to Jessica, I probably butcher her last name, but Okencio or something like that. She's probably gonna kill me. And when we were talking on the I'm gonna be putting up that podcast later this week that I had with her. She's a personal trainer, and she trains in CrossFit. And you know, we were talking about people that hoard knowledge and don't want to share. It's like, what's the point in that? You know, when you go, you're just gonna take it with you, and nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna ever know you or know about you. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's dumb. Instead of trying to uplift your people, you know, with the knowledge that you've gained, you're just gonna hoard it so that they could stay in chains. You know, to me, that don't make that never makes sense to me. But you know, that's how people roll, man. I really don't understand it. Yeah, with that video with Jessica, there's a lot of things that we talked about with her. You know, it was, you know, doing these interviews, this talk show, you know, it's introduced me to so many good people. You know, when I look for people to interview, you know, and I'm messaging them, and you know, when I see their message is positive, and I'm like, you know, I want to bring you on to talk about, you know, you and how'd you become the way you are, you know, how'd you choose the profession you chose and things of that nature. And then we get to start talking and vibing, man. It's so enlightening, man. Like, I learned so much from some of these people that I spoke with so far, and you know, I want to continue to do that. And at the same time as I'm learning, you guys are learning, and that's what I love. Like, I'm providing the service of education, you know, of knowledge, of awareness. You know, I love the feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know, when you guys spread the knowledge, share the knowledge, like, you know, so I can, you know, get more of an audience to share that knowledge. You know, all we doing is helping our people and getting out of the chains of oppression. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, gotta thank the Most High, you know, for giving me the vision to do something like this. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have a lot more people here, a lot more knowledge being spread. You know, I like doing this. You know, I like talking about issues that's going on right now, or issues in the past. Anything that gives knowledge, and you know, start the conversation so that we all can become better people. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to see and be a part of. But hold on one second. I think that my you know, I've been looking at the chat and I'm noticing that it hasn't been moving. Let me see something. All right. All right, yeah. I don't know if anybody was asking any questions, anything like that, but my chat has not been working. What's going on, PvP? I see you in here. Aaron, what's going on? Phil B's, so cool. What's going on, everybody? Yo, man, my bad, y'all. Y'all was going in, man, and I didn't notice that my chat wasn't working. Sorry about that. Give me a second, yeah. All right, I'm good. Yeah, so again, I apologize if y'all were talking to me and I didn't answer anybody's questions. Yeah, my chat wasn't working, dude. I thought I didn't have anybody in here. But yeah. So back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I love doing this, man. I love doing this, and if you love what you see, and if you love what you hear, you know, spread the word. You know, as you can check my link on the top right here. Excuse me, top left hand corner. You know, spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Check my other sites so that you can see what else I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm still playing WoW, guys, so just in case some of y'all have been looking for me on WoW or wondering, you know, where the videos are at, you know, I still got WoW playing, you know, in the background. WoW helps me think a lot on the content that I want to put out. So, you know, as I'm playing it, you know, I record certain things, and then, you know, I get a chance, I edit them up and everything. I post everything that... What's going on, PvP? I post everything that said. That's for you, boss. I appreciate that, PvP. Yo, man, my bad, dude. Like I said, my chat box is all messed up, dude. I don't know what's going on. I gotta fix it up. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. Because I'm supposed to have the chat box come up for you guys as well, so that when you guys talk, it comes up. I don't know what happened. 1, 2, 3. What's going on? What's going on, Dash? Yeah, I don't know what's up. I don't know what happened. I'll fix it. I'll fix it another time. What's going on with you, PvP, man? You out here in the States yet? 7 more months I'll be all right. Yeah, you'll be closer to Dexy, and then once you get out there, let me know, man. And you know what I'm saying, I'll try to make an effort to come out there. Maybe we all could link up or something like that. I'll get an Airbnb out there for maybe like a weekend or something, and then we all you know what I mean, we all do something, man. Hey, I want to also thank everybody that's hosting me, man. PvP, we got Trammer 89, Reese, Space Carpet, and Psychotic Joker, man. I appreciate you. And the auto host, man, we got Aurora Ambi, Abel Mabel, Zensil Gaming, Talios, what's up, buddy? Dark Ice Lady, and Champion Tofu, man. I appreciate all of y'all with y'all hosts, man. It means a lot, man. That's what I'm talking about. See, spreading the word, like instance hosting, man. Hosting, it don't take much. You know what I'm saying? If I could do it for you, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. You know, it's all about just love and spreading the word, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder what's up. Well, I'll fix that later. But yo, PvP, what you think about what I was saying, man? You do know that women like older nowadays. As I was saying, yeah. I know that, you know. And they like, you know, they like older men because of that power that they hold. You know what I'm saying? It's a power that comes with age. You know, it's the way, you know, the way we walk, we're more, you know, we know ourselves better. you know, as an older man, you know, I know me, you know, I give off that impression like, yo, listen, I'm not taking none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of women that just don't even approach me because I give them that look that, no, I'm not for it. You know what I mean? I'm not with all that. You know, if you're gonna come with me, come at me correct. You know what I'm saying? And I made a FU2 movement too. There, me too crap. Yeah. FU2. That's a good one, dude. Oh man, said the FU2. Hold on a second. Let me turn on this thing real quick. Oh man, PvP, dude, you funny, man. That's funny, dude. But yeah, man, I definitely. It's probably gonna be a little. Nah, I'm gonna turn this off because the fan will be too loud. But yeah, man, it's true. Excuse me. The you know, and again, like I said, listen, if that's, you know, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and you know, he mentioned to me that, you know, where did you expect this thing to go, right? And you know, when I asked him, I'm like, what do you mean by that? He said, you know, women have been oppressed in their eyes for so long that there was gonna be a point that it's gonna explode, and this is that explosion. And I get it, you know, because you also got to remember, you know, women beat us out here, you know, 3-1, I think it is. So for every one man, it's 3 women. So eventually, yeah, they was gonna get to a point where they were gonna, you know, come out guns blazing. But again, the problem is that they're not seeing it from the levels that they should be seeing it. And as you was talking about speeding or spread knowledge, fam, I always spread knowledge that makes people want to kill me. I say things the big dogs don't want us to say. Yeah, it's true, man. That's why I always repost, you know, when you are doing your thing on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You should also post your Facebook up too, man. Post it up here. I think you should. Of course, you got rights. You know, you should post that up there, man. Yo, PvP, and now that I see you, man, and it just comes to my head. Yo, man, BioWare keeps sending me emails, man, that you be cursing at dudes when you're playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, dude. Man, you gotta chill out. They were gonna ban my account. I'm at the cat, man. I'm just here to show love. All right, cool. He said I did not. Yo, they sent me an email of the logs, dude. They were like, yo, you said something to some healer or something like that. I gotta look at it. I gotta check it. If I find the email, I'll let you know. I'm gonna look for it. Yeah, dude. I was like, yo, what? Next time you get on, remind me. Next time because you know, like I said, I'm be streaming every day. But you know, and I'll have it out for you. Yeah, dude. I was like, oh shit, man. PvP go get me. He said, hey, look, oh, you remember now? You remember this occasion, huh? Yeah, so I do. You remember, huh? That's funny, dude. Yeah, dude. He must have reported you. And they sent me that whole transcript, dude. I was like, damn, man, PvP gonna get me banned, dude. I ain't never gonna be able to play that account again. It's all good, man. I know you, so I was like, he probably, you know, I know he gets upset. That was funny, dude. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear what I was talking about earlier about, you know, if it was my daughter and what I would do in this situation with Drake and all that? Because I know you have daughters yourself. What do you think about it? Like, what do you think about the situation? And how would you handle it? You know, being a father, you know, to girls, man. Drake need to man up. Oh, fuck him up. Oh shit, dude. He says he'll be on the side of the curb. Let's talk about it. Oh, I was talking about it earlier, but basically what I was saying was that, you know, it's, you know, a lot of people Doki of the day. What I was pretty much saying, you know, long story short, to sum up, is that, You know, Millie Bobby Brown is not at fault because she's a younger girl. You know, she's just trying to gain knowledge from anybody that she can. You know, she's just learning about herself. The parents and Drake are more at fault, just like, you know, the article was saying. But at the same time, you got to understand, like, you know, they just want to cast blame in a negative light on the situation real quick, but they're not talking about the outside effects of why this is happening. You know, I said, you know, first of all, if this was a couple of centuries ago, this sort of thing would have been all right. That's first of all. Second ago, I said this Me Too movement is what's really the problem. And the reason why is because you got a lot of these women in their childbearing years. They don't want to have kids. They don't want to be in relationships. They want to just be going around, jumping around from dude to dude. And then when they're in their 30s, later 30s, then they want to talk about, oh, you know, I don't have no man. I don't want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, if anybody's at real fault here, it's the parents, if they're not saying anything. Because I was saying that if it was me and it was my daughter, look, I'm giving her all the knowledge and all the wisdom so that she's good out here. And I'd let this dude know, like, yo, watch yourself, you know, make sure there ain't nothing going down, you know what I'm saying? Or it's going down, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know how kids are, man. The more you say no, the more they gonna do it, especially in this type of situation. Like, we were all young. So, you know, you gotta, you know, tread carefully so that you don't, you know, make it go too far. And then, like I said, yo, if it goes down, you know, when she's older and I've given her all the knowledge, then, you know, I did the best that I could, because at some point in time, you know, you gotta let them, they're either gonna sink or swim. So my man PvP said, he said, bruh, they all old enough to know what's the fuck is up. Why are they all playing dumb? Bruh, here's another fact. Polyamorous relationship is really no different from an open relationship agreement. One committed couple with some lighthearted fun on the side, but the word polyamory by definition means loving more than one. Women are on this dumb shit, polyamorous. Not to be mean. Oh, I feel you. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm trying to, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. You know, these, you know, a lot of these women are on this tip now. And I was saying before that a lot of these women that are the spokespersons for this type of, you know, Me Too movement, they're not speaking to some of these women that are out here, and a lot of these women that are gravitating to it. You know, you're not these women, right? You don't have the resources and the finances to, you know what I'm saying, to sustain yourself. You don't have the money for when you get later in your years to, you know, to get these this medication to help you have kids. So I was like, you know, all I'm saying is with the Me Too movement, please just, you know, be educated on the situation. You know, it's not all just one side that's right, you know, when it comes to these things. There's a lot of different factors that go into these things. So, you know, just be knowledgeable about certain things. Women also know. So why would I want to have a kid with a woman like that? I'm like, hell no. You think I'm going to share pussy? Or why would you want to share my dick? I'm triggered. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's really, really crazy. I mean, like I said, I understand where it's coming from, but you know, it's something, man. It's definitely something, because you know, I just think that it's definitely a shame when I see women and they're so hard on this Me Too movement, and then they look back and they're like, damn, I don't have no man, I'm not married, I don't got no prospects in marriage, and I don't got no kids, and I'm probably too old to have kids. Like, that shit breaks my heart sometimes, because I'm sitting here saying, when I'm listening to you guys talk, I'm hearing everything that the mainstream media is telling you guys about this Me Too movement, and you guys are all spitting that verbatim, and then you're going so hard with it, and then you look back and you're like, damn, well, what happened to me? Like, I thought this was supposed to be, you know, my time. You know, it's supposed to be my time, and now I don't have no kids. You know, and it's probably too late for me. Like, that shit kills, man. That shit hurts. I feel so bad when people do that. Like, you don't know how many women I talk to that shit happens to me. When I was working in the post office, there was this woman that I spoke to, and you know, I was talking to her, and then, you know, she was she had mentioned, you know, like, oh, it's too late for me to have kids or something like that. Like, I don't know where it came from, but I said, well, why do you think that? Why do you say that? She was like, oh, well, you know, I spent most of my life, you know, I was really working real hard, you know, and then it just got to a point where, you know, now that I'm trying to relax, you know, I'm too old. And I'm just like, damn, so you telling me you spent like 15 years, you know, I think she was like 10-15 years working real hard in the post office, and now you talk about, see, hold on, bro, they say that one person can't love and give you all you need. I say that's full of shit. Another reason to cheat and suck another man. One person can give you all you need. Like I said, fan, fire back with the F you too. You can have kids at 40. For the fuck you mean early 30s or mid 30s? It's okay to have kids. Well, I'm not saying that you can't have kids, PvP, but it's like scientifically proven that, you know, obviously the later on, like, so in your 20s is the best time to have kids, they say. So like early 20s to 25. So as you start getting older and older, getting to 30, then, you know, your, I guess, risk factors and stuff like that get more and more. When you get your 30s, and they say to, like, you know, around 35-ish, that's when it, you know, starts to become higher and higher of a risk. You can have kids, and and like I said, there's medication nowadays that help it along more for people that are older and want to have kids. But the what I was saying is that a lot of, you know, you have to have the resources for it, right? What if your insurance doesn't cover things like that? You know what I'm saying? And why would you want to put yourself through that at a later age if you could have had kids earlier? You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, I can understand, oh shit, it happened, like, oh damn, well, whoops. But, you know, why would you want to, like, a lot of these women are trying to have a family in their 30s, late 30s. Like, yo, you were supposed to jump on the ball on that already. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were supposed to be looking at prospects at least. Like, when I had my daughter, it's true, the condom broke, my bad. Yeah, like, you know, you know what I'm saying, you going about this, you know, you know, not the wrong way, but you going about this in a way that is not beneficial or cause potential problems by doing this so late in your life. You know, kids were meant to be had in your 20s. You also got to think of it this way. You know, you have kids earlier in your life so that you're there for them to help them get out the home and be you know, young enough to keep up with them. The later that you have kids in life, the later that they're gonna get out of the house, and the older you're gonna be. You may not be able to do all the things that you can do when you were younger compared to when you're older. So, you know, it's a big, you know, it's a difference. You know, things are different. You know what I'm saying? You can't just you know, just like I said, you can't just be drowned out by this YouTube Me Too movement. You know what I'm saying? He said, bro, let's talk about it. Too many trust fund babies now. Yeah, definitely, dude. Like, you can't you know, like I said, those but see, those parents, those trust fund babies, at least they have some kind of a financial backing, you know what I'm saying? So that would not matter anymore. I mean, I ain't got a trust fund, and and I don't think. Hopefully, my daughter would have a trust fund. Have you talked to a trust fund baby before? No, I don't think I have. And if I have, they didn't. You know, they didn't admit it. They didn't say, "Yo, I'm a trust fund baby." Have you talked to a trust fund baby? Let's hear it. We can talk about this later on from another topic. For another topic. All right, cool. Well, I saved that one. We'll save that one. Hold that one in your pocket, man. Like I said, tomorrow, man, we're gonna be doing a double special. I got 2 guests. One at 6 Eastern. The next will be at 8. I'll announce it on my social media. So we're gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow, but it's gonna be good convos, man. Hopefully y'all all check it out. A lot of good motivation, a lot of good conversation. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all y'all enjoy. Other than that, no trust fund baby for me. I hear that, brother. I hear that. You gotta know how to fix a car. I hear that, man. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, how I guess you could say like coddled maybe you kids are nowadays. And the interesting thing about that is that coddling your kid is not going to help them out here in the real world, because nobody's gonna coddle you out here. And a perfect example is when parents don't teach their kids about teach them discipline and how to respect certain authority, right? So then when you don't respect authority at a young age, when you get older, what's that mean? You don't respect authority when it comes to being outside and you know, for instance, the police and stuff like that. And what happens? Yo, these cops are whooping dudes up, man. They're not trying to hear that. You know, they don't have to cater towards you. You know what I'm saying? Especially our people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it comes to things like that, you know, you have sometimes you got to be mean. Like I'll give you another example. So my daughter, she we were walking to school, and she was telling us about a situation where I believe she got third place in like a class math B or something like that. So she was all excited, like, hey, you know, guess what? You know, I got third. You know, I did third place. I did good, or I won third, or something like that. She was all happy, and I looked at her, and I'm like, yo, what are you happy for? I said, you lost. I said, I said, come to me when you number one. I said, don't come to me being happy about, you know, being third. And then she said, oh, but the teacher said that, you know, congratulations, you know, you did third best or something like that. You did good or something. I said, no, listen, let me tell you something. I said, don't get this all in your head where, you know, everybody wins, nobody loses, you know, it's good to get third place. I said, because then you're not going to want to push yourself. You're going to think that it's okay to settle for second best. Nobody remembers second best. You know, you either win or you just a loser in a different place. I said, you got to strive for more. You gotta hustle. You gotta want it. You gotta want more. You know what I'm saying? So I said, yo, don't come to me when you get number one. I said, get this out of your head where it's okay to be, you know, second or third. It's not, because out there's other people that, you know, that want to be the best, and they're gonna beat you out. They're gonna get the job that you want. They're gonna you know, make the money that you want to make. They're gonna be those people. I said, so be those people. You know, strive to be better. You know, come to me when you getting A's in school and all that stuff. Don't come to me when you say, oh yeah, I got a 75. I'm not trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she was like, you know, or sad, you know, and everything. But it's the truth, because a lot of these, you know, a lot of these teachers, a lot of these parents, and the way society is oh, it's okay, you know, don't worry about it. Yeah, you got second, you know, it's okay if you get second and you tried your hardest. That's okay, because you learned something. But don't settle. That was what the point that I was trying to tell her, and that's a lot of something that a lot of these kids need to. Don't settle, you know, and that's the difference. You're settling for second and third place. It's okay to you. You should be coming back to me pissed that you got third. That's what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I got third place, and you know, and then I'm saying, yeah, right, that's right. Always do better. Yep. No such thing as a selfless act. People do things expecting to get something back. To be this world is going backwards. Yeah, for real. Now you see why I bitch out that healer. Amen. Always do better. Yeah, because it's, you know, it's okay. Like, you know, I tell everybody that I talk to, listen, it's always my fault. When something happens that I'm involved with, it's always me. It's always my fault, and I always could have done better in the situation. And I always try to find out where I could have done better in the situation. A lot of people don't have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to surround myself with people that have that mentality. That's why I try to, when I interview people, I try to interview people with that mentality, because there's too much of people settling around here. There's too many people talking about, oh, it's okay, you know, it's okay, you know. No, it's not okay. If you think it's okay, then there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? There's always ways to be better. And you know another thing that's a problem? Blaming everybody else. I see that all the time. People are always blaming somebody else. Oh, you know, well, if it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't have. Then this wouldn't have happened to me. And you know, society is against me. Like, yo, dude, like, stop bitching, man. Like, stop complaining about everybody else and everything else. Like, dude, it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what you could have done. There's always room for improvement. If you think you don't, you can go kick rocks and for real. For real. There's always room for improvement. There's always ways for you to be better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to focus on. Those are the things that I like to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Doing better, you know, being better. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be better if you always you know what I'm saying, if you're always blaming everybody else. So many people think that their way is the only way, but that's to touch on what you were talking about. Yeah, it's true. I was talking about that a little bit earlier too. Like, you know, like the people that like to hoard knowledge as well. You know, like you're gonna, what you hoarding it for? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna know that you have it, and when you go, you know what is just gonna go with you. You know what I'm saying? When you die, you can't take it with you. Like money. I would say people also limit themselves. Why limit yourself? Yeah, because it's comfortable. That's exactly it's still, you know, it goes back into what we're talking about. People are comfortable. People don't like the unknown. You know, people are uncomfortable with throwing themselves in the deep end. You know what I'm saying? Jumping off the springboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna make you stronger. You're gonna get more experience. You're gonna learn something. You know, think about what you're gonna gain instead of thinking about just staying the same all the time. You know, that's why I can't be with a woman that wants to stay the same all the time. You know, it's comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, with where you at. Like, if you're not trying to move, if you're not trying to make moves, if you're not trying to be better every day, I'm not trying to mess with you, man. That comfortable with friends they have, their job, no room to make new friends and even try new things, bro. I can go on and on. Shit wrong. Yeah, it is, man. Especially, like, if you're in a relationship, you know, you gotta constantly be trying to evolve the relationship and try new things and you know what I'm saying, do things differently, because yo, that relationship will never go anywhere. Imagine staying the same from when you're 30 to however many years after that. Imagine that. Imagine just doing the same shit. You got the same job, your wife got the same job, y'all go on the job, whatever y'all hours are, come back home, one of y'all cook, go to sleep, do something on the weekend, maybe do it again. Yo, that shit is like, how long you think that's gonna last? You know what I'm saying? And so just like in a relationship, if you gotta, you know, make it different, evolve it, things of that nature, why wouldn't you want to do that in everyday life, in everything, you know, in everything that you do? I mean, so I don't know. I think it's interesting. What the heck? He said just shoot me. Hey, can you see me? Saying my internet is unstable. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me good? They were saying my internet was unstable. Did the internet mess up, guys? Can you see me good? Can y'all hear me? Oh, I had to refresh. All right, cool. Oh, stream went poof. All right, cool. But we back. All right, we in here, boys. Cool. But yeah, man, it's a messed up thing when you just want to settle, dude. Like to me that's crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand how you could do that. Like just settle and be good to stay the same for the, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. That's a weird dynamic. But like again, I understand that people would like to say, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? It's a comfort zone. You know, you're safe in that zone. Oh, I've been playing single player games. No, single player games though. I'm playing the full Assassin's Creed series. Oh, okay. I know. I saw you doing the Telltale series of like Walking Dead and stuff. You finished that? I'm on 1 for now. Yeah, the first Assassin's Creed was good, man. I definitely did that one. That was pretty good. But I didn't get into all of them. I felt like they were just pumping them out too fast. But that's just my opinion. But on Twitch, I'm doing Creed. Okay. I didn't know you I didn't know you were streaming on Twitch now. Let me hit you with that follow, my brother. But on Twitch, I'm doing Creed. The new one is on October 4. You get to be a Spartan. Oh, tonight will be Life is Strange on Facebook. Okay, cool. I told you put the link up, man. Every now and then. All right, cool. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't know you were doing that. I knew you were doing Facebook streaming, but I didn't know that you started doing Twitch. That's cool, man. Diversify yourself, my brother. You could also get that. What's going on, Jenny Artemis? Hey, yo, fams, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Blessings and blessings to you. Hope you having a good day and good week. Drake be laying the pipe where he feel. I mean, you know, he's a man in a position of power. You know what I'm saying? He's you know, in his young 30s. Thank you, man. Wakanda smile on you too, man. I feel you. Thank you. You know, he's a brother in a position of power. You know, he's a man in a position of power. So, you know, that's usually what men do. Men soil their royal oats around. It's just what it is. You know, it's been in our history for so long. You know what I'm saying? That's how men do things. You know, you also got to remember, like I was saying earlier, it's 3 women to every 1 man. Eventually, like, men have to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. Women are gonna fight over a man, and a man is gonna spread his seed. That's just what it is, and especially in this society, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Especially with women, you know, jumping around from man to man in their 20s, and then in their 30s wondering like, yo, what's going on? Like, why I don't have a man and no kids? Because you was you know, messing around with Tom, Dick, and Harry for, you know, your early 20s. When you in your 30s, late 30s, and you having kids are harder, you know, dudes are gonna go for the younger woman if they can get it. You know, what a lot of women I feel like they never understand. A man, you know, a woman's value as they age decreases. A man's value increases with age, and women always seem to forget that. You know, it's just the way it is. As women get older, It's harder for them to have kids. You know, they get all saggy. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. You know, it's harder for women when they get older to find men when they go older. So what they need to do, they need to do it when they're young. They need to really like, yo, I have the pick of the litter if I want. Let me do this while I'm in my good years where people, you know, where men want me for, you know, everything that I have to offer. As men get older, you know, when they're younger, they trying to, you know, they don't have much, they don't have careers, you know, they're really just trying to, you know, get with women, and women have their choice. But as men start to evolve, become men, find themselves, you know, find whatever it is, like fitness or something like that, when they start becoming more and more into themselves and more confident with themselves, then their stock goes up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of women seem to forget that, because I don't understand what it is. I'm still finding these women, they in their 30, 36 talking about, I ain't got no husband, ain't got no kids. And I'm just like, what were you doing for 36 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, what were you doing for 30 some odd years? You know what I mean? They sleeping, yeah, they must have been. You know what I'm saying? Either they were sleeping or they were sleeping with people and didn't, you know what I'm saying, and didn't snag one up. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's interesting, you know, women, you know, and you know, I don't want to make this seem like I'm bashing women, but you know, you gotta, you know, what I feel like is very misunderstood is like, we're not the same. Men and women are not the same, you know, in a lot of aspects of their life. If they slacking, if they slacking though, yeah. Word up. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they are, you know what I'm saying, we are not the same. Men and women are not the same. You know what I mean? You know, they want to say, well, you know, if, you know, men sleep around with a bunch of women, you know, then women can do it too, you know, and it should be okay, you know, everybody, you know, talking about this equality. Yo, we're not equal, you know. You don't see women sanitation, a lot of women sanitation workers. You don't see a lot of women, you know, predominantly in the post office, right? It's because they don't want those jobs, right? They don't want to do physical labor like that. You know, most women don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So how are we equal? You know what I'm saying? We, you know, y'all can have kids, we can't have kids. You know what I'm saying? How are we equal? You know, and it's okay to not be equal. You know what I'm saying? You are the yin to our yang. You know what I'm saying? I accept a woman for being a woman. I don't accept a woman for wanting to be a man and want to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? For that, I'd be gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I want that? Yeah, you don't see women doing those physical labor, ignorance. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? We don't see that. You don't see women wanting to travel, you know what I'm saying, travel state to state for work. You know what I'm saying? To come back home, you know, traveling salesmen and things like that. You know, you don't see women doing that. You know what I'm saying? You put a man and a woman of the same age and the same weight in an MMA fight, you know, predominantly, who you think is going to win that fight? You know what I'm saying? If you guys are trained the same, you know, 9-8 times out of 10 is going to be a man. You know, physically we're not made the same, we're not built the same, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. You know, I accept that. You know what I'm saying? And women should accept that too. Women need to understand what they have. Excuse me, what they have to offer, and that it's okay to not have everything. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like a lot of these women want to have everything. You know what I'm saying? They want to have their cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? When you the funniest thing is when it comes to, like, let's say for instance, women want to be all treated the same, but they want to, let's say, a man to hold a door open for them. Or women want to be all treated the same, but they don't want to carry that heavy bag. You know what I'm saying? They look at you and like, oh, you gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? And then you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you hold that door open, if you pick up that heavy item for them, well then you know, I'm treating you of less than a person or something like that. But if I don't do it, then I'm a fucked up man, because I'm not doing that for you. You know, it's like you can't win. It's hard to win in a situation like that. So my man Jin Artemis says a lot of the time, if you do, they about putting the work. You ain't see women want to wake up at the crack of dawn to lift shit. They just want the benefits, none of the work. They unreasonable. Yeah, it's rough. It's very, very rough. That's why I don't even cater to that. Like, I don't even listen to all that. Like, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do, you know, what I believe a man's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold open that door for a woman. If you got something to say, I'm gonna be like, whatever. You know what I mean? If you got something negative to say about that, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if I could pick it up for you, I'm gonna pick it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'm not out here seeking anybody's approval or care what anybody thinks. If I'm doing something that I honestly believe is good, then I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And if you got something, if you feel any type of way, well, that's on you, because I'm not gonna be any less than what I've been taught of being a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy you a drink if I see you in the bar, in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kick it to you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what a man does. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jen? Yo, fams, you in the BX? Nah, I'm in Brooklyn, brother. Over here in Brooklyn. Representing Brooklyn, baby. God's gift to PvP says fuck double standards. Fact. Yeah, man. Like, you know, and those are and see those people, or I have to say predominantly women. Yes, sir. BK in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, those women that accept that double standard are the ones that are really messing it up for other women out there. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, that's how it is. You know, women are gonna take their cake and eat it too, as much as they can. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not hating on women. You know what I mean? I just feel that all of us need to accept what each sex brings to the table. You know, you the yin to my yang. I don't mind carrying the heavy stuff for you because I know you can't do it. I don't mind doing that. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? My job is to do what you can't do, and your job is to do what I'm bad at. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, and I don't mind that dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I also would like a woman, if I can't do it at that time, to try to do it. Said, can I lick the cake before I eat, then spit out the parts I don't like? Oh man, dude, that's funny. Oh shit, dude. I mean, yo, I guess that's what they want, man. They want to lick the cake, and then, you know what I'm saying? No. Oh man, that's funny, dude. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. But yo, Jen Artemis, man, I appreciate you coming through too, man. Thank you for joining the community. You know, hit that follow and whatnot. Also, let me put in the links to my other works that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I do podcasts and everything like that. I do podcasts and things of that nature, man. I think you'll like the content that I'm spitting out there, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's all about motivation. It's all about love, man. Positivity. You know what I'm saying? You know, spreading fitness knowledge, martial arts knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know about me, you know, I'm very, very into martial arts. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it since I was 9. So I'm definitely a big spreader of discipline and knowledge. You know, I get a lot of people to talk that, you know, are into fitness knowledge, but not only that, just people that are trying to make a difference, man, trying to spread knowledge and in other different ways, in other different lights. So, you know what I'm saying? If you know, hit it up, hopefully you'll like what you hear and continue to be a part of the community, my man. I appreciate your enthusiasm, like you and PvP, man. You know what I'm saying? Very active, man, and have a mind of your own, man. You know, have a mind of what you want. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate brothers that, you know, have a mind of their own and they're trying to, you know, find like-minded people like us, man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm a toxic PvP player. Just so happened to know this guy for a while, and he's like a brother now. Yes, sir. And PvP is coming down here to the States soon, man. So, like I said, man, we in there. We in there. We gonna be in there. Yo, next year, man. Next year is really gonna be our year, man. Like, I'm really trying to push everything to the next level, dude. Like, I felt like this year, at the beginning of the year, I had a plan and I've evolved it, but I really feel like right now at this point, like I know what I want to do. I got a better idea. Like, this is the thing that I want to do, man. Spreading the knowledge, talk show, being in front of the camera, spreading knowledge, talking to people, doing all that. I really feel like I got a lot to offer, and I get in touch with people that have a lot to offer to you guys in the community. So it's gonna be the thing, man. And the people that I make connections with, I'm also gonna try to get up with them too, man, and really keep those connections going, man. I met a lot of people doing these shows, man, and on the podcast and things like that. So I'm gonna definitely try to keep the connections going. I keep connecting with them via social media. So next year I really feel like it's gonna be the year, man. It's really gonna be the year that everybody gonna get together, man, and it really make some moves out here, man. The fuck I'm gonna get someone tell me how to live my life. You got me fucked up. Yeah, dude. I hear that, man. You know what I mean? Have your own mind, learn from people and then make it your own. I say that a lot about, like, for instance, martial arts. I say, you can't do what I do, but know what I do and make it your own. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could throw a jab. You know what I'm saying? But how is your jab going to be different once you know the fundamentals of a jab, right? It's like everything in life. You know what I'm saying? You could learn things from other people, and then how is it yours? Make it your own. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of what people are not doing. A lot of people are just going by what they see and then just taking it and copy and pasting it. A lot of people are doing that, but nobody's really trying to do their own thing. Like, what's your thing? What's your niche? How are you making this your own? Hey, I want to shout out Sour Patch Gamer, Tom Like a Fox, for the host. I appreciate that a lot. My jab going to be a sparkly like this. That's what you mean? Yo, you stupid, dude. My man gonna do the. Oh man. Yo, PvP, have you heard about the Henry Cavill not being Superman anymore? That whole controversy over there, and the whole controversy over in DC. He said, "Hey, old man, had to change that photo up, man." Let me know if you heard about it, man. I don't even want to talk about it. Oh man, I will say one thing. If we do talk about it, I will say one thing, that if Michael B. Jordan becomes the new Man of Steel, y'all gotta stop hating, man. Pick up a comic book and see about the Black Superman, dude. Like, he's no joke, dude. He is no joke. Just a little bit of knowledge on that, and y'all pick up, a book on your own and check. And that's another thing, man. There's two things, yo. Don't take everything that I'm saying as the gospel, man. Like, do your own research, man. You know what I'm saying? If I say something, don't oh yeah, because he said it, it's all good. Nah, it's not all good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? You should always, take something that people take something that someone says, and then is this the truth? Let me check. Let me check and see if that's for real. You know what I mean? Don't just take my word for it. You know what I mean? Really, you know, do your own research. A lot of people are not doing their own research, and they just picking up, you know, whatever somebody says. All right, yeah, that's it. Yeah, oh, okay, for real? Yeah, that's it. And then they need, again, the copy and paste mentality. People gotta stop doing that, man. Research, man. When I hear something from somebody, I write it down to research it later. All right, cool, yeah, that's what you said. All right, well, let me check that out. Said, bro, that's not even the point. Oh, the Michael B. Jordan thing is not even the point. The point is I'm just sick of all the remakes, man. I even hate Spider-Man. Oh, I don't know. Tom Holland did a good Spider-Man though, but I do understand what you're saying about the remakes, man. How many Spider-Mans did they have? 1, 2, 3. 3 so far. It was Toby, right? Toby Maguire. They had Andrew Garfield. And now Tom Holland. Make a new effing movie. You go the comics. Why keep using the same content, bruh? See, I'm not gonna talk about it. Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you. It gets a little frustrating. It gets a little frustrating, and especially DC. Like at least Marvel is making, you know, good movies. You know, Disney, Marvel, like they're making good movies, man. At least the movies are good. You know, I don't have no complaints about the movies, other than sometimes the casting. But even to that extent, like they're doing way better than what DC's doing, dude. DC, like damn, dude, they can't buy a bucket, and I think it's because they're trying to rush the process. Marvel on point, yeah, dude. Yeah, Jen. Marvel is definitely on point. You know what I'm saying? DC is like they say, yes, they dropping the ball. You know, and I think it's because they're trying to catch up. They were trying to move things too quick. To be honest with you, I just think they should scrap everything, all the movies, scrap all of them, leave Wonder Woman the same, and then start from now. Like that's what they should do, because yo, it's you know, and I don't think anybody thought that it was a good idea by dropping the Justice League so fast. You know, the way they did, like the way they did Justice League, the way they've been doing their movies, it's dumb, dude. Marvel with 4 amazing Spider-Mans with 4 different actors. Oh. Yo, man, it was only 3. Real talk, I think DC tries too hard to be serious and it comes off stupid. Yeah, dude. Like that whole Batman versus Superman, yo, way too serious, dude. Way too dark. Like, I'm like, come on, man. It's like, for real? Like Wonder Woman, great movie. Both the, you know, this Wonder Woman movie hopefully is just as good. You know, and the good thing about the Wonder Woman movies is it doesn't infringe on anybody else. They're just like standalone movies. So that's why I say keep the Wonder Woman movies. They're not doing bad. They're doing great. That, you know, I really think that the team behind Wonder Woman is really good. Keep that the same and just, yo, rework everything, man. Like at some point you gotta figure like, yo, this is not working. And yet they keep trying to push out content, keep on trying to push out content. Like, come on, dude, stop. It's not working for you. LOL, you know why he like Wonder Woman movies, right? He be looking at her legs, yo. Hey, listen, Gal Gadot is a fine woman, dude. Like, she is fine. I will take her any day of the week, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But nah, the movies were good too, though. I mean, you know, Gal Gadot definitely made me look. You know what I'm saying? Definitely made me look, man. But see, what's wrong with that? Gal Gadot confirmed for getting it. Yeah, point prove it. I mean, but see, what's wrong with that, right? What's wrong with, you know, men? We're visual, dude. We're like, yo, when we see something we like, we gonna go for it. That's what men do. If I see a good looking woman in a movie, I'm gonna be like, all right, what's this movie about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna catch my eye. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you in the movie and it's whack, I'm gonna say it was whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that you might have got my money, but I'm gonna say it's whack. If it was whack, you know, the movie was good though. You know what I'm saying? And I think they also did a good job with that. They didn't really make her like super, how you say, like super sexual looking. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have did a lot worse. Like, for instance, the Captain Marvel movie, yo, I think Brie Larson looks so fine. But they're not objectifying her. She looks fine because she's a fine woman and she looks good in the outfits. So I'm definitely gonna catch it. I really think it's gonna be a good movie. And again, like we said, Marvel hasn't steered us wrong when it comes to their movies, so I think it's gonna be great. Well, I like story content, and I damn want to make sure to stick to the to stick to the comic book and not ask things not there. What about Aquaman? Thought. I mean, I like Jason Momoa. I like the girl that they got playing Mira. She looks very pretty. So hopefully, you know, they make, you know, they make a good movie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got the people for it. Like, they got the right people in there. They just got to make the right movie. And so far, for some of the clips, it looks cool. You know what I mean? I like where they're going with the Aquaman persona in the sense of Jason Momoa. You know, he's definitely, I would say, not a different take on Aquaman, but like a little twist to the character. Like, I feel like he has more personality. Aquaman, predominantly in the comic books, he didn't really have much of a personality to me. He was just always about Atlantis, very, very noble, you know, kind of like stuck-up-ish, you know. So I like Jason Momoa. You know, I like everything looks good so far. Let's just hope the movie is good. Let's just put it like that. So I thought, yo, if I was gay, I would get it. Yo, Jen is dumb, dude, you funny. But I think he ain't that smart. I don't know. I feel like he never knows what to say. Never. He is a little slow. I think he's just there for looks. I left my ass up. Just keeping it real. What we talking about? Jason Momoa? You talking about Jason Momoa? Yo, got to sometimes. Y'all talking about Jason Momoa? Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. In the last Aquaman, when Aquaman showed up in the Justice League, I thought he played it really good. He's acting talented, not that great. Yeah, I think he was. I don't know. I thought he was pretty good, in my opinion. Like I said, I thought the take on Aquaman was a little bit different. I think it was better. Like I said, because it put a little bit. It gave him more character. You know what I'm saying? Aquaman predominantly is not like a big. You know, he doesn't interact well with people. He's like that socially awkward person. I thought Jason Momoa did pretty good with that. I have seen him since back in Stargate Atlantis, and I saw him do some interviews. Yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion. I liked how he played the Aquaman character. I thought he brought a good, a different side to Aquaman that really enhanced the movie. And I saw him do some. Oh yeah. So I don't know. That's my opinion. Wonder Woman is always great. Gal Gadot was always great. Batman's part in there, I feel like he could have did a little bit better. And the Flash's part, oh my god, that shit was horrible to me, dude. And the Justice League movie, oh hell no, I thought it was terrible. And I left my ass off. I'm gonna say this on my own kind. Antonio Banderas did movies for his looks, not his talent. Yo, let me tell you something though, man. Desperado, that's the movie though. I don't care what nobody's saying. Yo, that movie is fire. That movie still to this day is still fire. So yo, I mean, maybe his other movies, yeah, but yo, Desperado was the shit, dude. What makes you think Jason is any different? I don't know. Again, I mean, I've seen like you know, in the Justice League movie, he played. To me, he acted well. I've seen him in that Netflix series. I forget what it's called, and he it was good to me. You know, Game of Thrones. I mean, that was, you know, his part was amazing in season 1 as Khal Drogo. So I don't know. I mean, what did Jason Momoa play in that you felt was so bad? Because I mean, I don't. He's not an amazing out of this world actor. No, he's not no Tom Cruise. But I mean, I think he's solid. What makes you think Jason's anything? I think you're right. Do you even know anything about this Black Superman? Real talk. Yeah. Wait, do I know the comic book lore? Yeah, I know the comic book lore of the Black Superman. I knew about the Black Superman before they even announced that, you know, they might do it. It depends which one you're talking about, but in the comic book lore, I think the Superman that there's two different Black Supermen, right? One is I think what's his name? Something Zod, and he's from Earth 2. Same story as Superman, but in Earth 2, is he was hidden away for many years, and then he came out after like he was an adult, and he didn't really have his powers yet, and then he gained his powers at a later time. The other Superman, the other Black Superman, I forget his real name, something Kent, but anyway, he becomes the president of the United States and is a superhero, and he sets up like this multiverse Justice League team to protect the multiverse. So he was actually pretty cool. I'll put up a few links to him to both the Supermen. But the Black Superman that becomes the president, I forget his name, but yo, he's cool as hell, dude. His name is Calvin Ellis. That's the Black Superman from that becomes the president. Okay. He's a bad dude, man. That dude's a bad dude, man. And then this is the other Superman from Earth 2, the other Black Superman from Earth 2, Val Zod. That's his name, dude. Man, Val Zod. Yo, tell me they not bad dudes, man. So if people cry about a Black Stormtrooper, what makes you think people won't go apeshit about a Black Superman? It's sad to say it like that, but these are the times we live in. Only hardcore Superman fans will know about the Black Superman. Yeah, I mean, but see, like, I feel you, but yo, to be honest, man, fuck people. Like, half the time they don't know what they don't know a good thing if it hit them in the face. You know what I mean? Just because people are gonna rebel against it doesn't mean that it shouldn't be done. You know what I'm saying? What I think that they should do is they should do a standalone movie of the Black Superman. Like, don't put him in, let's say, DC overall continuity, but you know, give him his own standalone movie, like what they're doing with the Joker. Did you guys hear about the new Joker movie that they're coming out with Joaquin Phoenix? Like that. That's what they should do. Yeah, yo. When Star Wars, to your question, Jin Artemis, he asked, were people really upset about a Black Stormtrooper? Yeah, to your question, yeah, that was when Finn, when the wait, saying clone was white, not black. Oh, you talking about? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Technically, they are supposed to be clones of Boba Fett, right? Was that the problem? You know, to be honest, I don't know. I really don't know now. I thought you were talking about in The Force Awakens when they cast Finn as a stormtrooper. That they were livid because they thought he was a Jedi, and people were gonna boycott the film. And then it was so funny because he wasn't even the Jedi. It was Rey, but they were gonna boycott that whole. They were livid back then, dude. Let me see if I can find that, man.
Start to fall off of her sexy body. Back to my room, I've never seen a girl so very naughty. That's when she looked at me and said, get ready for a party. She said, welcome to the city.
Oh, let me see. Okay. So that an activist claim boycott cost of working.
Where the girls are pretty. Where the boys drink whiskey.
I can't find it right now, but I'll have it for y'all the next time. But yeah, they were trying to boycott because Finn was black, dude. It was all over back then, dude. Well, if you follow the story, a black stormtrooper doesn't make sense. Yeah, and they tried to tie in the clone thing to the argument. Yo, what's going on, Joker? Blessings and blessings, my brother. Hope you and the family doing good, man. We over here just talking about stuff, man, life and everything. Yo, follow Joker on all his stuff, man. Yo, Joker, link your business and all of that in the page, man. I hope you're doing good. I hope your arm is doing all right. Thank you for the sub, my brother. Thank you, man. I got you. Yeah, I appreciate it, my man. Stormtrooper Joker said, "New phone, who this?" You'll be Orlando. I know. Hello, I'm just messing with your rip. Hello, PvP pleb. Piff. How you doing? Did you hear he got an email? Cause I said oh yeah, Joker, man, for real, dude. Sub hi, hey, yes sir. But yeah, to Jin Artemis, yeah, they tried to boycott The Force Awakens because Finn was black and they thought he was gonna be the Jedi. So they tried to boycott the film. There was a lot of different times they tried to boycott Star Wars, but that was one of them that was crazy. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are crazy, dude. Like, yo, just throw out a black Superman, throw out the movie, do it just like they're doing with this Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, and just take it outside of continuity, because that's what it is. It's not. If you go into the comic book lore, Earth Zero is the continuity, right? Like, it's supposed to be like the main DC universe. That's where, you know, the traditional Superman is, you know, white man Superman. You know, everybody is, you know, their traditional selves, the original of them. Everything else is other you know, the other universes, the other superheroes, you know, and you know, the African American Superman is just in a different universe. That's all. Throw it in as another. Yo, I'm telling you, I think it will be amazing, dude. I think it's something that they should really think about. Like, I'm a big supporter of it. Make him. Oh damn, I forgot his name. But yeah, that would be great, dude. I mean, you could do either or. You could do Val Zod too. Why not? That'd be cool. Or you know, make it you know, or mix them too. Mix Val Zod's story with the new Superman story. You know, I mean, with the other black, you know, African American Superman. You could do anything, dude. But I think they should move forward with that. I really think the hype that's behind it and already the speculation of him doing it, they should really capitalize on that. Like DC needs anything right now, especially with also the DC streaming service coming out. Yo, you could throw that in there too, man. You never know, man. I think they have a lot to go on. They really need to capitalize on what is hot right now. Excuse me. Batman was black, says PvP. Yeah, they had a Batman show where he was black, if I remember right. Ooh, Yo, if Batman was black, deadass his parents would have pulled the Glock on Cartoon Network or some shit like that. Hello, never would have died. Yeah, that's true, dude. You can't. I don't think you can. The only way I think a black Batman would work is if Batman was adopted. If Batman was adopted by white parents, then that would be cool. That would be a cool spin on a black Superman. Because it's true, Jin. Like, yo, dude, no man, no brother is gonna get robbed like that. They would have did something. No, but there was a real black Batman. Put a link up, man. I don't believe you, Joker. Give me a quick second, y'all. Let me use the bathroom real quick, man. We'll do a quick AFK break just to use the bathroom, put some music tunes for y'all, and I'll be right back, man. Don't go nowhere.
Vagina, you'll make your mind up, cause they're so fine, bruh. Ohio's good times, you'll end up with dimes. So wide and so proud, it should be a damn crime. Oh, UCSB is worth the STD. Party so recklessly, they get the best of me. Down south to Chapman, that's where it's happening. You better strap in, cause these ladies fat tens. Yeah, it's the best 4 years of your life. That's right, you gotta live it up to live it right. Yeah, I'm fucking snacked, party till I'm blacked. Fucking undergrad, I ain't never gonna pass. I ain't never going back. Nah, I ain't never going back. Yeah, I'm fucking snacked, party till I'm blacked. Fucking undergrad, I ain't never gonna pass. I ain't never going back. Nah, I ain't never going back. Oh yeah, I'm fucking smacked. Party till I'm black. Fucking undergrad, I ain't never gonna pass. I ain't never going back. Nah, I ain't never going back. Oh yeah. Tulane is insane. They party all day. Go there to get laid, especially on holidays. Over to Penn State, they've always been great. On campus shit face, Greek life is top grade. Cake stands and butt chugs, pasties I'm in love. Hazing and new drugs, spraying a shotgun. And chasing freshmen, you gotta send it. These girls 11s, I think I'm in heaven. FSU, MSU, ASU, that's the crew, that's just the all-star team. Top 10 in everything, they're full of savages, a bunch of rabid kids. The kegs are tapping in, that's just the half of it. Daddy's little angels, out there repping anal. Dancing up on tables, chugging on black labels. Guys are doing shotguns, puking at their demons. This shit is party season, already had a threesome. Yeah, it's the best 4 years of your life. That's right, you gotta live it up to live it right. Yeah, I'm fucking snacked, party till I'm blacked. Fucking undergrad, I ain't never gonna pass. I ain't never going back. Nah, I ain't never going back. Yeah, I'm fucking snacked, party till I'm blacked. Fucking undergrad, I ain't never gonna pass. I ain't never going back. Nah, I ain't never going back. Oh yeah, I'm fucking snacked, party till I'm blacked. Fucking undergrad, I ain't never gonna pass. I ain't never going back. Nah, I ain't never going back. Oh yeah, let's go. Growing up in Cali, yeah, you know I love the weather. Limelight hit 'em and you know I handle pressure. I do what I want, so I'm never saying never. I get what I want, so they call me go-getter. Yeah, I know he does it good, but you know I do it better. So misunderstood, if she wanted then I let her. Everybody knows if I want her then I get her. She gave me that look, yeah, she knows she thinks I'm clever. I don't think I do it good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes like a crook while I put it on display. I don't do it by the book, no, I do my own thing. That's why every single hook got them singing like me. And I ain't in any rush, cause I'm finally getting paid. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. Yeah, let's go. Catch me at the top, sipping shots of Patron. I will never stop till the road is my home. I'm about to pop, everybody's gonna know. When the beat drops, they be yelling B-ho. Girls in crop tops, drop tops at our shows. Mini skirts rock, got us all like whoa. All the pretty ladies lined up front row. Driving me crazy, I just wanna take them home. Got it on lock, yeah, you could call me pro. Parties on the blocks, make sure the girls know. Now it's getting hot up in here, oh no. Think Nelly had it right, better take off all your clothes. Future's looking bright, now I'm finally in the zone. 3 years of my life, I committed to the growth. Soldier boy, tell him #1 ringtone. I'm the reason people texting, cause they're blowing up your phone. I don't think I do it good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes like a crook while I put it on display. I don't do it by the book, no, I do my own thing. That's why every single hook got them singing like me. And I ain't in any rush, cause I'm finally getting paid. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah.
But it's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we could be.
All day and all night, we'd stay
All right. We back. Sorry about the wait, man. I had to also stretch a little bit, man. You got that deep bunghole thrombosis, man. You sit down for too long, man. I ain't trying to mess with that. I'm saying that shit'll kill you. So what we talking about, man? What I miss, man? What I miss, guys? Say, yo, Batman. Oh yeah. Never would have died. PvP, WTF. Joker, no, but there was a real black Batman. It was on Cartoon Network. Someone linked me. I want to see this. Weird, it's not even on Google. TF. It been removed. You talking about Batman Beyond, bro? With Terry? I'm looking. It's cool. I give up. BRB. Nah, Terry was a white dude, so it couldn't have been him. I don't know. To be honest, I mean, I ain't never heard of a black Batman, so I can't. I'm gonna see if I can find him myself. Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about this dude, but he wasn't on the cartoon. He's on the comic books. This is he's not Bruce Wayne. He is, I forget his name. Oh, let me see. His name is Batwing, and he's Lucius Fox's son. So I think that's what you might mean. But yeah, other than that, man, let me throw some shout outs to everybody here in the chat. Cog Whistle, Builder Beast, So Cool, Not 47Y, Apricot, what's the Apricot Fruit? Apricot Drake Fruit, Joke and PvP. I appreciate all y'all being here. Be here for about another 20 more minutes, then I gotta start putting the baby to bed and all that. But I was also looking into some software to edit the videos and stuff like that. Like I said, I still do some World of Warcraft, PvP, PvE videos. So looking for some software that'll help that out. But yeah, I'm also going to be putting this up on, the SoundCloud and YouTube and all of that stuff. Just in case you guys can see, this on a VOD, just in case you missed it. So anybody that missed the stream, you know what I'm saying, definitely, it'll always be up there. Every time I put one up, every time I do a stream, I'm gonna put those up Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. You're gonna see me, whether it's me and a guest or it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, we're gonna be doing this now. You know what I'm saying? Every day, putting out that content, showing out that love, that positivity. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that, man. Yeah, Joker. Just like I said, how was your wrist doing? And how's the family and everything like that? By the way, did y'all like the tunes while I was gone, man? Yeah, you know what my daughter's into now, man? She's into watching ASMR videos. And she wants to do ASMR videos. Oh man, so soon I gotta try to get her like ASMR equipment so she could do it. I think it'll be cute. If she really wants to do it, I gotta support her habits. I'm about to trigger a lot of people that laugh my ass off, and people in a poly relationship wonder why they don't have a husband or kids when they hit mid-30s. That's what I just posted. It's true. Yeah, they wonder why they don't have kids or a husband, and then they looking at like, I'm looking for this, and they wonder why they're not looking. Like, nobody wants you, when everything is all sagging and you've been, messing with all these dudes. It's just the reality of the situation. Watch the hate flow, a true Sid. What? I feel you, dude. Shout outs to Sour Patch Gamer for the host. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the community. But yeah, man, like we said before, dude, a lot of women don't understand and seem to almost never understand that men's stock goes up as we get older, and your stock goes down as you get, women's stock goes down as they get older. You know what I mean? When we're younger, when men are younger, they don't really got much You know what I'm saying? They're not really doing much for themselves. That's why do you think a lot of women, when a man has a lot of women, when they're young, a lot of the times, you know, they making some kind of money, or they got money, or they doing something, right? You know, women gravitate to men with power. So you notice a lot of women flock to sports, like athletes. You know what I'm saying? When they're young, when they're on the football team, the basketball team, all these things, you know, a lot of women flock to that. You know, why is it that a lot of young women flock to drug dealers? You know, when them young men are drug dealers, when they're making a lot of money. You see what I'm saying here? You see why they flock to them when they're young like that, because they have something of power, they have something of value. A lot. And the kids that don't do that when they're younger, you know, they don't have that much value. But as they get older and they start to find themselves, and boom, 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 you know, then that's when they start, you know, being more worth to a woman, and a woman look at them like, oh, okay, I could do something with this dude. But that's why you see that dynamic. Look, you gotta look at how it works, see how the world works, and see how things go about. It's not for no reason. I'm just waiting to trigger people to say something. Yeah. Yo, my man PvP trying to fight with everybody, dude. Yeah, funny dude, man. Yeah, man, all this stuff ain't for no reason, man. These things happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? These things, well, I mean, not for a reason, but these things happen, and it's something to be to take notice of. You know what I'm saying? Women want a man of power, but see now where this falls for women, or where this works against women, is that they're not satisfied, or they don't. Hold on a second. What's up, Gagan?
I thought you were done because you came out and kissed me.
Yeah, because I haven't kissed you in a long time. You're supposed to be my best friend.
I just thought you were done. That's why.
Okay.
Wait, are we done?
No, I'm not. I'm still doing it. Want to say hi real fast?
Well, hi, and I'm bye.
Okay.
I don't think I'm in the camera. Oh my God. Okay. Hi! Okay, bye!
Yeah, that was the baby. She wanted to say hi to all y'all. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, where that works against women, or where it's even to work against women here now in this Me Too movement, is that women are starting to get positions of power comparable to men. So now they're like, why am I gonna talk to this dude when I'm at the same level or better than where he's at? So they look higher and higher and higher, and there's not nothing wrong with striving for something, right? But again, remember, the dynamic is 3 women to 1 man. A lot of these, you know, a lot of these men are unattainable, and they're holding out for these men because they have higher status, quote unquote higher status, when it comes to maybe, let's say, finances, or, you know, job, and they're in this higher platform. But then they fail to realize what this man is going to do for you. And all this time they're waiting, they're holding out, you know, they're doing all the thing with all these other dudes, you know, passing the time away. They get to these older ages and they wonder what happened. They're like, yo, I don't have no man. And they looking and going on, you know, television and interviews talking about where all the good men are at. Yeah, if you would have looked, you would have saw some of them. You know what I'm saying? But you looking for something, you know, unattainable or very hard to attain, you know what I'm saying, and not taking what's right there in front of you. And now when I say that, just because someone, let's say for instance, has a better job than you, better position than you, or doesn't mean that they're the best fit for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's as man or woman. You know what I'm saying? And now to counteract that, just because you're a woman in a position of power doesn't mean a subordinate or someone that's, you know, that is not making as much money than you or whatever can be better suited for you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, again, in a dynamic of relationship, it's what's my yin, what's my yin to my yang. You know what I'm saying? Or you the yin to my yang. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You know, you might bring in more bread, you know, more money, but if I'm able to help you physically, or if I'm able to maybe manage money better than you, you know, it's what I can do for you and what you can do for me and how we work in tandem. You know, but too many people are short-sighted or very narrow-minded in their viewpoint of what they should have as a partner. You know, there's a lot of women that I know that, you know, mess with the wrong dudes because they passing the time away, looking for the man that's making more money than them or whatever, and they can't, you know what I'm saying, and they missing out on what they got that's right in front of them. Jen, sorry for leaving, y'all gonna have dinner. I'll try to be back later. Oh, it's all good, brother. I'm about to end up the stream anyway, man. Just hit that follow, you know, hit me on the other social media sites and all that stuff, Jen. We're gonna be doing this every day, man, so I appreciate you coming through. And I will, you know what I'm saying, we'll see you. I'll see you in the next one, brother. Thank you for following, man. I appreciate that, man. Blessings to you and the family. You enjoy your dinner, man. No, they want instant gratification, bro. PvP, yes. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. That too. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially when it comes to finances. You know what I mean? You know, if a woman is looking because someone is more financially well off than them or have a better job, yeah, it's because they want to know that they're gonna be taken care of, or in some kind of a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, there was this woman that thank you again, Jen, for the follow. I appreciate it. You enjoy your dinner, man. Blessings to you and your family, man. I'll see you in the next one. You know, I worked with this woman in the post office, and yo, she would not date another person in the post office. She just said, yo, I wouldn't date another person in the post office. And I was just like, that doesn't, so you're limiting yourself because you don't want to date someone that's doing the same job as you? I said, that don't make no sense. But I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, you getting, you know, you smashing other dudes or whatever, wasting your time. But yeah, you could meet someone, a good dude in the post office that understands hard work the same way as you, that understands what you're doing on the day-to-day, but yeah, you wouldn't want to date them. That's stupid. That's so dumb. Why would you limit yourself in that manner? I don't understand that. Good for you. I would not date your ass too. Right? Yeah, PvP. Yeah. Like, why? Like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I mean? I never understand things like that when you know what I'm saying, when women do that. You know what I mean? But when people do that in general, like, why would you limit your options just because they have the same occupation as you? I could understand saying, listen, I'm not gonna date someone that does the same job in my, you know, in my location. You know what I'm saying? So let's say, like, for instance, I don't want to date somebody in the station, you know, in my same, you know, if you're working in the post office, the same station, or maybe if you're in marketing, the same marketing, you know, office. I get that. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to have any trouble where you work at. I get that totally. But to say that you're not going to date somebody in the post office, there's 50 states. You know what I'm saying? You telling me you're not going to date someone in the post office? You're going to limit yourself all 50 states. You're not going to meet somebody. And in 50 states, there's, I don't know how many different post offices in each state. So you tell it like that. You see what I'm saying? You see that narrow-minded view? That shit is so dumb, dude. Like, I just looked at it, I was like, okay. All right. That shit is silly, dude. But I'm about to wrap up, guys. I'm about to start getting the baby situated for bed. She said, what's up to y'all? If y'all didn't see, I tell her that Joker said what's up and PvP said what's up. But you know what I mean? We doing that. Yeah, she want to do that work at a burger joint, make a minimum wage. Yeah, probably, dude. Like, I mean, and again, it's not about finances. You know what I'm saying? If you find someone that's the yin to your yang, that's cool. But you can see the thinking. You know what I'm saying? If she's not gonna date someone in the post office, what makes you think, you know, she's gonna date someone that's probably a good dude that just unfortunately is working a minimum wage job? You know what I'm saying? In a burger joint. You know what I mean? Like, in her mind, she has a certain person that she's looking for, very specific. and it's just like it's very sad because you really don't have. And she's like, I know she's older than me, so you don't got that many more years. You know what I'm saying, to do what you need to do. So I mean, I don't know. It's weird, man. Cause she said only post office. Yeah. No, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, what I mean, that was my, I was just trying to tell you a different side about what she might be thinking. But yeah, guys, let me wrap this up. Tomorrow we're gonna have 2 guests. Like I said, one at 6 and one at 8 p.m. So we're gonna be here for a bit, and we're gonna make it last. Make sure y'all here tomorrow. I'll be posting on social media who the 2 guests will be. So stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all following. PvP said, like I said, shirt wearing, no breast having. Yo, my man PvP is lit up in here, dude. I might drill up too. I'm gonna be checking your social media as well, PvP, to see what people are saying about what you've been saying, man. Make them feel some type of way. All right, y'all. But yo, man, blessings and blessings to all. I appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all spending your time with me. Be here tomorrow. Make sure y'all follow all the social media sites. I'll link it for y'all one more time so y'all can hear the podcast I did before and everything like that. All right, guys. All right, PvP, man. Blessings, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow. Joker, you too. Jen, thank you for following. Cog Whistle, Phil the B, so cool. Not 47. Cog Whistle, Commander Root, Apricot. All of y'all, I appreciate y'all. Love and blessings to everybody. Thank you for all that gave me a host, and I will see y'all on the next one.